to have a special edition today, and it's the 19th April 23, and we are excited, isn't it? Almost like the first month, the financial month is over, almost like half over, I would say, and we hardly have a few more days to move it, shake it. And what is special? What is special about our Dhammastery? DADA has designed a system using the Vedic principles to give it in concise and precise way. How many of you have experienced so far the rate at which the transformation is happening in you after listening to either Dhammastery or Fest, whatever that you have heard so far? How many of you have seen some changes, minor, major, in your life? Almost everybody would have realized some part or other, right? Today, we are going to look at a topic which is called embracing failure. Okay. How many of you have faced some failure, something or other in your life? Right? That's right. Unless you make some failure, you don't get to see something good happening, or you don't learn how to make decisions. You make good decisions based on a lot of bad decisions, right? That's how you move on, particularly in business. So let everybody come on screen. Let me invite Dada to take it further forward. All right.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. And people who are watching this, don't even dare to skip it. Today, I'm going to put an atom bomb to you guys. Yeah. So probably in the next 10 minutes, you will go through certain things. You will learn certain things. You will get those kind of hacks and tracks and all, which probably this is very, very new. I'm going to give you a power which probably the latest productivity gurus might be also thinking, "Arey, ye kaise kar liya?" Good? Powerful? Okay. So today, I have not asked coach to get into the anti-procrastination pill. So how many of you know anti-procrastination pill? So it's an early morning, we try to eat the biggest monster. So how do we do it? So typically we have a form which we had been doing in from last probably around 1,000 to 2,000 days we have been doing this. So where you put your data out there and then you put the top priority. What is that one thing you want to do? Okay. So we will take an example of that today. And then what we do is, what is the time that you are sitting in for this part and how long it's going to take? That means when you are going to start and how long it's going to take. And then you write 4 to 5 points. And most of the time, what we saw is these 4 to 5 points. We had been going through a data, which is almost like hundreds, thousands of data. So after going through this, I was thinking, people don't spend more time here. They don't write all the exact points. They just write it in overview. How many have done that in the past? Chalo, yaar, we have to go to this guy. I have to meet these things. And then you don't write that. Why? Procrastinations. Today, Dada is going to kill that procrastination also. Powerful? Hello? So what I want to do is, can anyone, you can just type in what is the biggest task that you want to do today? For me, my biggest task is to probably meet the doctor today. Okay. Today is the final sitting and I'll be getting my sutures removed. Oh man, that's a great relief from all this staples and stitches and all those things. Do you think it's a priority for me? Correct? Okay. Now, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. I would like to probably go to a place. Just a second, hold on. Okay, and 1 second, hold on. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing in a different style. Okay, so let's say I have to task for my day. Okay, meet the doctor and get the stitches removed with post-operative procedures. Take care and prescription. Good. So amount of time available. Amount of time I have got around like 2 hours. Okay, and include a rest period. So it's optional. So this is mine. You might have something else. Okay, I'm just giving my example. So this is one of the things. I might change into something else. For example, I might have another thing, which might be about, let's say, writing a book. Okay, let's say writing a book or writing an article. Okay, amount of time available 2 hours. How much rest time you need? I'm like taking 5, okay, 10 minutes every hour. Okay, good. So far is okay, cool. Okay, now you can do your task, you can put your stuff. Simple. I'm just showing you how to do this, and then you create generate and see the magic, what happens. Those 5 or 10 points which I was really lacking for, now I have an answer. How many of you guys are getting wow? Okay, how to write an article? I just gave my duration. I said 2 hours is mine, and I need a 10 minutes of gap every hour. It says exactly what to do in step 1, step 2 to step 6. Plus, it also gives me a schedule for the day. How many of you guys are getting wow with this? Okay, now you can do your stuff, and there are multiple things you can do. For example, this is for the same day. Now let's put in this way: is I'm putting, okay, reduce fat. Yeah, reduce fat. Okay, with household available facilities and body movements. Okay, amount of time available. Okay, reduce fat. Okay, let me put it this way: reduce weight to by 10 kilos. Okay, and 2 hours. Instead of 2 hours, I'm putting it as, let's say, 1 month. Okay, I'm just putting it as 1 month. I don't know what to do. Okay, and resting period. I don't know. So I don't know. So 10 minutes every hour. 1 month. 2 hours, or let's say 30 minutes per day. Okay, like trying to be very precise. And rest period is 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens here. So this is creating a complete 1 month structure. I don't know how it's going to do. I think it is going to do this. Okay, how many of you guys are getting this now? So reduce weight, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Schedule for the day, 8 o'clock to 8:30. What you have to do till 10 a.m. It shows me the entire thing. Anyone getting an aha moment here? How many of you guys would love to have this technique? Okay, so this tool is very powerful, and this is something that I would like to give it to you guys. This is specifically for those people who have joined in for today, and this is a site that I'm going to give it to you first. Okay, so I'm just sharing with you guys. Okay, so how is the anti-procrastination pill now? Can you guys do it? You don't have to, put your head also. Right? I'm giving you something which is like a very powerful generative AI. This has been designed out there, but my suggestion is, even if it creates a list of things, please do a QC from your end. Might be it is not 100% accurate. Please put your common sense and logic and all that stuff that you have. Is that fine? Can you guys do that? Great. So that is something which is an anti-procrastination pill's power today. And this has not been done in the last 2000 days. This is the first time I'm sharing on this screen. So I think this is going to help you a lot. How many of you think this can help you a lot? Awesome, nice. Now let's move on to the second part. Okay, the second part is called as idea mastery. Today in the idea mastery, the topic that we have, Coach, can we have the topic? The topic that we have today is called as embracing failure. You all have learned from your past, like failures are the pillars of success. Yes or no? Yeah, right. So I feel this statement is incomplete. So once you fail, you get some experience, and with that experience, you get some informations or data. And watching those data or keeping in mind those data, if you have not taken a second attempt to progress forward, I think failures will never be the pillars of success. Failures will remain as a data that might have given you success. Yes or no? Okay. That's why keep your mind cool. So in the time of Dhammastis, this first half an hour, this is what we always try to put is, when you think, don't work. When you work, don't think. Anyone getting an aha moment here? When you work, don't think. When you think, you don't work. So this is the thinking time. So how do you put this? So the thing that happens is every idea comes from your past experiences, events, interactions, and moments. Yes or no? There is nothing new here. So the compilation of new informations can happen only when you can go back to your memory, find out certain things, then sort and filter certain data, then logically apprehend this particular data in certain way, and then you create a new combinations in the mind, which is called as visualizations, and then you have data what to do with that particular information on implementation with your hand. So there are 3 H: head, hand, and heart. Right? That's it. So this is spoken in different languages, different cultures, and different religions in multiple ways. I'm keeping it very simple: head, hand, and heart. So I'm going to share you something that I am sharing you from my heart. Okay. How? Because I have failed on my hands. That means I have done it and then I have failed. So there was a time when first time it rained so much in Chennai that it was the first flood in Chennai after 44 years. How many of you know this? Chennai had a flood. I think it is 2016 or 2007, no, 2016, I think, right? And that's the time DADA was doing the largest campaign for a company called Raymond's. And the campaign cost was somewhere around 30 to 40 lakhs at that point of time for one particular city. And this money was something that I had to put first, and then I can bill to the company, and then I can get some profit. Hello? And I'm sharing you, I have taken enough care on every goddamn thing. I've taken, like, what kind of political movements are happening, any kind of crime can happen, any kind of, some kind of turmoil can happen, any kind of band, the lockout can think so. Any kind of climatic conditions. I saw some rainfall is there, but I didn't care about this. So this is something that I'm going to give it to you after losing. So whatever the 10 points I'm sharing with you, I would like you guys to go upon one failure in your life and find out 10 such things that can be a kind of a lesson for others. Can I do that today? That's a task. Okay. Task समझ में आ गया? जिंदगी में आपने कोई तो एक गलती किया है और गलती से जो आपने सीखा ना उसको 10 अलग-अलग part में बांटो. And then I want you to today send a mail back to me with those points. You don't have to have a huge essay and all. I will give you my own reflections. I strongly believe that rather than giving you a book, why not I share you something and show you and demonstrate you? I think that will be much more powerful and efficient for you. Yes or no? Okay. So I'm going to share you 10 of my life lessons. I want you guys to do the same thing. Find out one thing that you have, failed in your life or you have risked in your life, and with it, आपने 10 चीजें क्या सीखे, and you would like to pass on to the next generation or pass on to your somebody who is very good from your heart. Just imagine if all of us share 10 points. I know some points might be coinciding, but still, will it not be a kind of a great book of compiling so many hours of experience of all of us together? Hello? Right? Would you like to be a co-author in this? How many would like to be a co-author in this? So I will tell you how to write this also. So Coach, can you share my 10 points? I would also like to share you, this is how I have written, and you guys can also look into this. So every day I'm making a habit of writing a letter to you. Okay, it will start very shortly. So this is my first, lesson number 1. Always understand that there is a 20% buffer in activation campaigns. Okay, so any campaign that I do, any kind of initiative I do, I know there is a 20% chances of failure can be there. Number 2, this is something that I learned very deep after losing so much of money, that insurance does not work when there is a God in between. I repeat, insurance does not work when there is a God in between. So act of God is not under the insurance, right? So legal documentations are a must in all aspects. Lesson number 3. This is something I learned. Don't get into competition in 2023 specifically. Get into collaborations. rather than competitions. Find out your powers, find out your competition's powers, and then collaborate together, which is a kind of a win-win for both rather than win for one and loss for others. Lesson number 4, I also understood the power of clarity. You need to have clarity with resources, budget, monitoring, and all the reporting structures for your team. Lesson number 5, use wherever possible automation. Try to take out yourself from doing that same mundane task. Remember one thing, human beings will do mistakes, but machines, they will always work the same capacity. Might be some wear and tear, but they will be very punctual. Lesson number 6, don't trust your experience. I did that. That was the biggest mistake, guys. Don't trust your experiences. Always get a second opinion, but follow your gut. Did you get that? Get all the options, get all the informations, but take your own decisions at the end of it. Lesson number 7. This is something which I feel it's a never-ending thing. You should do it till you die. Constantly upgrade, update, and upgrade your skills. Constantly. Lesson number 8. Never stop searching for alternatives. Yeah, be it your client, your resources, your funding, your market, your operations, monetizable assets, machines, yeah, anything. Always try to find out what are the alternatives. Go with a Stephanie mindset. What extra can I give something? Lesson number 9. Delegate after thorough training and still monitor daily, hourly, if possible. Yeah, this is something that we do with our internal team also. Every day they have a proper task and structures and all these things. What to do, what not to do, when to do. So all these things are pre-designed strategies that is required. Some of the big gurus, they are giving now formats and tricks and all these things. At the end of the day, it all depends upon your work. You need to make your hands dirty because there is no one coming. You need to take care of it personally. Lesson number 10. The more you plan for others, the more you grow. So make them grow and make yourself grow. So I hope these are my 10 learnings that can help you out throughout your life. इसको print out करके भी रखना चाहते हो रख सकते हो. Otherwise, what you can do is today, people who are watching this, okay, if you want to subscribe to the newsletter, there is a link down there. You will be getting this, and you can get these messages every day. Every day, it's a new topic. It's a new gadget. I try to mix and match with spirituality, business, personality development, relationship management, wellness, and healthcare. And there are other 5 different dimensions of the human life apart from just finances. So I strongly believe a good character comes from a good habits, and good habits are the reflections of your good behavior and personality and individuality. So with that, I would request all of you guys, if you want to share something. So I can wait for another one day. So you can share your 10 points, give it in detailed structures. We can compile it in a kind of a book format. If 10 people are also joining in, just imagine 10 points with each one is 100 points. It's equivalent to a book like this. Yes or no? Okay. You want to be a co-author? Okay, I don't know how to write a book and all these things. Wo bhaad mein jaye. Don't worry. DADA can help you out. But do you want to co-author this? Then write down one failure. Explain about the failure. I explained my failures, right? Okay. Explain about that failure. What happened? And then what did you learn from that? And learn karne ke baad mein, how did you re-implement it? I would like to tell you that after learning all these lessons, within the next 1 year, I came back and we did one of the biggest events in a place which is a very big place in Bangalore, where we did a car exhibition for 3 days. And it was a launch of a new model of a car by one of the brands. But the entire event was executed with more than 50,000 walk-ins in the next 3 days. Can you imagine? It went flawless. We took care of everything, including the municipality, including the law, the traffic, the permissions, the sounding systems, stage, events, everything went amazing. So how did it happen? Because we incorporated the learnings of the last and the previous events, failures, into this one. This was a super thing. If you want confidence, you have to understand there is no alternative of preparation. Did you get that? If you want confidence, there is no alternative of preparations. The more you are prepared, the more you will be confident. The more you see the risks, the more you work on them, the more better would be the chances of you winning that particular race. Powerful? Okay, session over. So people, if you want to click in somewhere, like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do, do it. But my suggestion is also write down your 10 comments. Write in the comment section in YouTube, wherever you are watching this, or in Facebook, or wherever you are right now able to see this. Write down your points. It might be wrong. It's okay. It's okay. But at least you try to go back to the memory lane, saw that failure, and you know the losses. Do you want to have the losses again, or you want to come out of the losses? Or you don't want to make the same mistake again? So you need to create a checklist. You need to have a proper systems next time when you do the same thing. So share your learnings with this. Maybe we can incorporate yours, and we can also have you as one of the co-authors in something that I can publish for you guys. Powerful. I will take care of the compilations and grammars and editing and all these things. But are you willing to take my hands? Are you willing to go forward? It is not me, guys. It is you doing the stuff together. Powerful. Good. So with that, let me pause today's session. I hope the session is powerful, and I can have around 2 people. Okay, just type in your names and we can have you live. Remember, this has been seen by people I do not know from which all places. So if you want to go live, just type in your names, unmute yourself, and you can come and share 30 seconds of your realization about today's topic. Okay, you don't have to talk about what you have gone through. It's fine, but talk about your realization. How do you feel about this initiative? Go ahead. Who wants to go? And write down your names, and we can have around 2 people before we stop the live sessions. Go ahead. Yeah, unmute and go. No problem. Okay, raise your hand. We'll unmute you. Look, this is another lesson. Okay, go ahead. Unmute and go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Dada. It was really this failure. Something happened to me also in my life, but it just happens once. It happened once because I did not take right precautions. But once I got it, it's like I failed one of my semester exams. And after that, I took the precautions, what all might go wrong. It was like the best I took the time I left my home. Like that, taking precautions, and it became confident. Like you said, the failure, you can become confident. Likewise, after all exams, I could pass peacefully and all. And thinking about the session, it was really mind-breaking itself. And the tool, that's extremely AI-powered tool, new tool. That's also wonderful. It will be definitely helping for this procrastination also.
Great. Thank you so much, Ganesh. Okay, one more person. Yeah. One more person. Done. Yeah. Unmute. Go ahead. Okay, we have got a rule of 10 seconds. We don't hear, we move on. Okay. I don't want this video to be unnecessarily very lengthy. So one more person, you want to share? No. Okay, good. So we will stop here and the live sessions. So people who are watching this, you want to share your pointers, you can also write at support@amitnath.in. The link will be given in the description for the email IDs also. So we check our mails every day. And again, as I said, I do not do all these things myself. We have a team. So we can see that if you are getting into this, if you want to know more information about how we do what we do and what kind of deals and the businesses that we bring into the force, I think you need to come in here to test it, touch it, yourself. So with that, let me pause today's session here, and I will see you in the next amazing sessions from. So my intention is to give you one video a day. This is the highest frequency over, no editing, nothing, straight to the points. Powerful. So with that, I'll take a pause here, and the session will continue.